We continue to preview the 2025 college volleyball season. Our stop today is Springfield, Missouri, and we get to visit with Mary Whitehead, the head volleyball coach for the Evangel Valor. Coach, 2024, you saw 24 wins in 2024, 24-6 overall, 80% winning percentage. That's not a bad record. Sounds like a pretty good season. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, we had a great year. We knew with the addition of a couple transfers that we were going to be pretty strong with what the core that we already had, and that's the way it played out. And we had an excellent season. We were kind of disappointed with how it ended. I thought a little abrupt, but yeah, it didn't dampen what we did, and we had a great year.
Yeah, 24-6, 80% there. It seems to lend toward that postseason opportunity that eluded you last year. But I know there's a lot more on the way, and you have some good players coming back. I want to mention one who spent her eligibility last year, though. Logan Pritchett, named an AVCA All-American, the grad student, 406 kills to lead the way for you, had 529 digs as well, second on the team in digs per set, and it looked like that she finished off a fantastic career.
Yes, Lauren, not Logan on Pritchett, but yeah, she had played at another university for 4 years and was honestly going to be done and just kind of, be an adult. And she decided she would put that on pause for a little while. And it was extra special because her younger sister, of course, was our setter and they got to play together one more year. But then Lauren brought in some beautiful talent. I mean, she was so good and could take over a match. And we had some great players already, and she just kind of was the cherry on top there. And I told her often, I said, you have to know when you step on that court that you can dominate. It's all attitude. You get out there, you've got the skills that you need. And she took that to heart. And I think her goal was to be an All-American from day one. And she was able to accomplish that and help our team be incredibly successful.
Looking ahead to 2025, of course, some of your numbers from last year will move on with what Pritchett did. However, Bella Wakely comes back. She was second on the team, 3.07 kills per set as well. Jessica Pritchett, you mentioned Lauren playing with her sister there, one of the setters on this team. Tell us a little bit about the offense and what we'll see there from the Valor.
Well, obviously, when you lose a Lauren 4 kills a game, you lose some stuff. But we do have, Wakely, Bella did a great job for us. And again, like you said, coming in second in kills, she's always going to be an option for us. But I firmly believe we have 2 of the best middles in the conference as well. And last year, I felt like we could spread the ball around. When you have a dominant force like Lauren, she gets the ball a little more. I think we'll be a little more spread out this year. And we can be. I think we have 4 hitters who can be 2.5 to 3 kills a game, which adds up to a pretty healthy number on your stats. So, and Jessica's going to feed us the ball really well. Last year we ran some 6-2, some 5-1. We'll play with both. I've got 2 recruits coming in that are setters. So we'll kind of see how it falls. There'll be some competition for starting roles for sure, which is always healthy in a competitive arena.
Exactly. I understand. We're visiting now with Mary Whitehead, who is heading into year 26 at Evangel as we visit today on the summit. And I encourage you, please take the time, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that. We talk about small college sports and more throughout the Midwest and beyond. As we look then to your defensive production, I know you have some seniors coming back, including Kenna Wise and Viviana Sanchez, who will be a part of, making sure the ball stays in play on your side of the court.
Well, Viviana is our middle, and she is a rock star. I'm telling you, she can block. She, at one point this year, led the country in blocks per game and ended up, I believe, in the top 10, if not in the top 5. She has a big number. So liberos love someone like Viv because the ball may not even get in their lap because Viv sent it back the other way. But she is an absolute force at the net, and teams have to plan around her because if you're going to be a slow high ball outside, she's going to block you. So, and then Kenna is just an absolute rock on defense, and she's played middle back and left back. Last year played left back for us, but she's an anchor. She's an anchor for our defense, and I think Evangel's MO is always we're going to dig balls until you make a mistake, and Kenna plays that role really, really well.
When you were in college a few years back, I understand that. When you were in college, you played volleyball, you played softball as well, even in high school, basketball along with softball, volleyball, track. I mean, four sports star. Coach, I have to ask you then, from your perspective, and then now with a quarter century in the book and in coaching, when you're recruiting, do you look for multi-sport players and multi-sport athletes to be a part of what you're doing on the collegiate level?
I absolutely do. And I think, NAI sometimes gets a bad rap, well, it's not NCAA. It's not. And I'll say that. But I feel like in my 25 years, I've banked on the kid that may not always be the best volleyball player that I could recruit, but I look for the best athlete that I can recruit because we can help them become better volleyball players. And if they're athletic, sky's the limit with them. So if they've learned other movements than swing really hard and hit a ball and dig a ball, if they've played basketball, if they've played softball, they have an athletic mindset and a grit about them. So, and they've worked hard because kids that play several sports never get a break. They know they're going from one thing to the next and they eat it up and they choose it because they love it. And that's the kid I want on my team.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, the 2025 season, it's going to start before you know it. I know that we're in spring right now, but it's going to turn around and be right there. You get things underway at William Woods with a tri-match and then, of course, some other tournaments before you head into KCAC play again. Can you tell us a little bit about 2025?
Yeah, we do. We start off, like you said, a tri-match at Woods, and they've just gotten a new coach, so we're trying to settle who the other team is, but we're going to get that going. And then we head down to Nelson University in Dallas area. Last year, they had 3 or 4 top 25 teams there, and so we're going to find out real quick where we stand in the NAI. And I think we're right there. I think we're going to be solid and be able to play along with those teams, and then after that, we host our own tournament and bring in, Columbia College, who's a perennial top 25, and a couple other teams. So we'll get lots of games in before we start our conference play, which is definitely advantageous in volleyball. Not every sport gets that, where you get some trial runs before conference starts, but volleyball is great that way, and we'll play a competitive schedule before conference starts.
All right, Coach, we will follow the Valor this season, and we're very thankful that you took some time with us today to preview 2025. Coach Mary Whitehead, the Evangel Valor, getting ready for more play in 2025. Thank you very much for taking time with us today here on the Summit.
Thank you.